Oh, have mercy. So hard to find good help sometimes, y'all. As you can see, there's just two people on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness, it is hump day. Yeah. Y'all remember that commercial? I do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Perfectly Balanced Podcast. This is panel of brown people having good conversations over here. Let's get right into it. Because today is going to be another great day of conversation, even though it's just me and KG today.
What up, people?
We might
What
actually
up?
have Nunu on today. I'm gonna see if Nunu wants to come on real quick.
Oh, hey, by the way, before we even get started, as you can see, this lovely T-shirt that I have on by Grunt Style. This
Tavern.
Ton Tavern. So this is where the Marine Corps was born.
Really?
Tomorrow's their birthday. So happy early birthday to the United States Marine Corps. 247 years.
Brothers.
Yep. Brothers. 247 years of greatness. This one's for y'all. Toast.
Yeah.
All our brothers.
Cold. Mm-hmm. Hey, so all right, y'all see the title of this video. The Strong Independent Black Woman, Part 1. All right. This is gonna be a the ladies on the podcast for the other parts and stuff. But Kai, this is your idea. You want to take this one?
Yeah. So this is one of probably 4 parts of what we're going to talk about. So the title of the show is Leading, and it's designed that way on purpose
for a reason.
So what men truly want in a woman. And a lot has been said in the past about like, hey, men truly don't want independent women. And I used to wholeheartedly agree about that. But in actuality,
oh shoot,
a man does.
Hold on a second.
What was that?
Hold on a second, because I don't know what happened. We're not, because the channel that is connected to is not the correct channel. What in the world?
Yeah, because I haven't seen a notification or anything.
Yeah, neither have I. That's why I was looking like, okay, what's going on? Hold on a second. Here we go. We're gonna do all this. We're gonna do like this, and we're gonna add a channel because we gotta go live like we normally do.
Yeah.
So boom, we're gonna continue there. Sorry about the technical difficulties. YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. I don't know what happened. It defaulted. Yeah,
it defaulted only to you.
Only to me for some reason, like my personal page.
Oh,
I think it's because, you know what I think it is.
What?
I think it's because I did it from my phone and not from the computer. That's why, because I'm logged in on my personal one on my computer. Okay, here we go. This and we back on, baby. We back on Facebook. I apologize. Back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, like we never left. You know what I mean? Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
There it is. All right, we're on. We're up. Yeah.
Yep. No, I know it was my bad, y'all. That was my bad. I did a little flub. Nothing crazy though. But all right, so let's go back. So the title of this episode, like we said, is The Strong Independent Black Woman Part 1, because it's gonna be a multi-parter. Yep. So make sure you not only lock in on this one, but the next one's to come. Also, this is going to lead us directly into the episode we've all been waiting for. 9 days away, ladies and gentlemen. 9 days away. November 18th, the Battle of the Sexes.
Is that a Friday?
That is a Friday.
So I think
it's the Friday prior to Thanksgiving.
I think me and Nita will be in Atlanta during that time. Or we're going to, because
I might actually do something. If y'all are gonna be here, I might actually get like rent a studio for an episode.
Oh. So this is, well, we're gonna be there for the game, for the Bears and Atlanta game. Mm-hmm. So that's Sunday. That's when we're gonna be there. Right. So I know that we're gonna be there Sunday, and we're gonna be in an Airbnb maybe that Friday or Saturday. I don't plan anything. She does all.
Show up. Yeah, that's how me and my wife. I don't know nothing about that. You do that, but
I just know that. I just know my schedule for that weekend is like I don't have nothing planned because I'm going to be driving there and driving back. That's all I know.
Fun stuff. If y'all are there, if y'all are available for that Friday episode, then we'll I will see you. No.
I want to say that waiting for. We're probably going to be leaving like Saturday morning, like right after the podcast, like after she gets done with work, and then we're gonna drive up there. I don't know, but I have to talk. What we doing?
Yeah, you know, work it out. You know, we'll talk about that.
She told me to let you know that we're coming there, and I was like, oh yeah, I already told him, and I never told you.
You didn't.
What's going on?
I never thought. Nothing new. You're talking about potentially being here for the Battle of the Sexes episode on the 18th. We're just introducing that. And the episode named The Strong Independent Black Woman Part 1.
Right. For our Facebook users who didn't get the first like 2 minutes of what I was saying, I'll say it again. So what we're going to be focusing on for these next couple episodes is what men really want.
You said what men really want?
Yeah, what
out of really the strong, independent Black woman.
And you know, one part of it. This is the first part of it when we're talking about the independent woman, and I'm going to let you know like what we really mean by that. Or so in history.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Can I say something real quick? So it's become common, I think, for women to assume that when a woman says, I'm a strong, independent Black woman, that it automatically means they're like a man is intimidated by them. Right? I hear this all the time. Men are intimidated by a strong, independent Black woman. That's not the case. I just want to let y'all know that. But we also have to clarify what a strong, independent Black woman means. Strong does not mean you're an a-hole. Strong does not mean you're difficult to deal with. Strong does not mean you just run off everybody. Okay? That does not mean you're strong. It means you're a difficult person. Human being. It had nothing to do with you being strong.
That's what it means now to most people.
And where people get it mixed up is they overcompensate for what it actually really means. It's like, okay, we your mothers have raised you to be strong and independent. So what modern day women have done have overcompensated and overmasculated themselves. It's like, hey, you can be strong and feminine at the same time. What men actually look for, they don't want a weak and dainty woman. they do want
Yeah.
a woman in their feminine energy, as far as, hey, they carry themselves like a woman. No offense, Nunu.
None taken.
Sorry. That was yeah. That was funny.
And and they tend to stick to their typical roles as a gatherer, as a homemaker. You don't have to like be in a home and make up your home 100% of the time.
Mm.
But when I'm talking about a strong woman, I saw this video, and the video was like, you know what, I don't want to come off as submissive, and this is a man speaking. He's like, I don't want to come off as submissive, but I do like a woman that is pretty dominant because she knows what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
That is
there's
that.
That is the on the cake. And when I saw this, I was like, the light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, that's what it is. It isn't that you're demanding and you're a boss chick. You demand respect. Oh, that's not it. But a strong woman knows what she wants and gets to the point.
And isn't afraid to go after it.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't afraid to go after it. That's what a truly strong is.
I don't know who taught who this lesson that being strong means that you are an impossible human to talk to. But I feel like the lesson needs to be retaught, because to be strong is to be, you can still be feminine, you can still be loving, you can still be easy to talk to, you can still be all of that and be strong as ever, right?
Now, let me play devil's advocate on that point, what you just said.
Okay.
Now, I can only speak for what I see, and I don't know. I wish we had Sunshine here to kind of speak on that. But this is what she would probably say. She would probably say, you don't try living as a woman 24/7 and not want to be aggressive all the time. Because when you try to be nice and say, no, I'm taking, no, just being really nice, and motherfuckers aren't getting, God damn it. That's two for me.
Allie.
They aren't getting the hint.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't getting the hint.
Okay.
So you have to turn up. You have to turn up on cats.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have nothing against you turning down whoever you decide to turn down. That's not my plight against you at all. That has nothing to do with how.
That's just.
No, I get it. No, I get it. But that in that situation, right? In situations similar to that, where dealing with everyday life of being a woman and being, hit on or some, X, Y, and Z, there are walls that get built up, right? Because you have to protect yourself. As a defense mechanism, you may come off as aggressive because it's a defense mechanism. Now, we all know once that person gets comfortable, those walls start to come down, right? We get that.
Sometimes.
But what I think needs to be honed in on is that you don't have to be the aggressor.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be. I froze again. I know I did.
You're just really, really low.
You don't have to be the aggressor. You don't need. Look, I can't. It's my Wi-Fi is like a woman on a period. She won't.
Yeah.
But but what my point is, you don't have to be the aggressor. You don't have to be the one to attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything wrong with that? Not necessarily. However, that builds up kind of a reputation. You know what I mean? And you do it so many times, but you still talking about I can't find a good man. You run them all off. So
So
go ahead.
and the sooner, okay, so it is a two-sided debate.
Double-edged sword.
But what I want to speak mainly from is the male perspective. So this is the male perspective, and it's majority of men, just like you're saying. They and it goes to the saying, "Who hurts you?" Every single time I think about that, that'll trigger a woman every single time, 100% of the time. If you say that, that'll trigger a woman.
Why you gotta be somebody hurt me? Ain't nobody fucking hurt me.
Yeah, exactly.
But you sound hurt.
So it's so and to avoid conflict, and again, like men, we're in constant conflict every single day, all the day.
Yeah.
100% of the time. So conflict resolution is our thing. Like we resolve conflicts all the time, pick and choose our battles. So we rather not even go down that path with you at all. If you overcompensate and you're too aggressive, men are just not going to even deal with that. Like it's just one less thing I got to work on. I'm not going
Here's the
to
other thing. Here's the other thing. What happens when you get with this man that's been able to deal with you being, aggressive and whatnot, right? That's what he expects out of you the entire relationship. And then it becomes a situation where he can't talk to you about anything when he needs assistance. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. We need to let some stuff off our chest too. Y'all vent all the time, wanted or not. Y'all vent. So we need to do the same thing. But who are we gonna vent to? Because you gonna be like aggressive with me and suck that shit up. Tally, I got Tally.
Some do.
I got you.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be the safe place that I need to come to because I expect you to do that, right? Yeah. So then, how long is that supposed to last? How long is it supposed to last? You putting up these barriers and acting this way to every man you with and not with. What do you expect the man to do? I want to know what strong, like I've heard this time and time again. He's just gonna have to get used to me. He's just gonna have to deal with me. No, you don't.
You just got to figure it out.
That's some mess that she needs to understand. She needs to change though, because that is not acceptable. That is some behavior that needs to change.
And what's crazy is that if we gotta, in relationships, we have to find a fine line, and who's gonna cross that line first. Whoever breaks first, typically loses. When you're talking about negotiations, but we're talking about lives here. So it doesn't matter who loses in the negotiation when it comes to a relationship. It needs to be happening. The thing is men would make that sacrifice to adjust and change themselves to better a relationship if they knew what exactly the woman wants, which goes back to a independent, strong woman knows what she wants and will say and direct her man and tell him, hey, this is what I desire. This is what I require. It's an easy day for us. We adjust fire and execute the plan. So, overall,
And
Yes,
like,
men, you
it's one thing.
should be looking for those independent women. The strong independent type are the ones to go after because they know what they want. They're easier to deal with. The true independent women, not these ones that think they're independent that don't need a man. Those are the ones that you kind of want to stay away from
The
because they're
independent. See, this is what I hate. I hate the
right.
independent woman. That's. I'm independent, but I need a man to pay my rent. Then you're
No,
not
you don't.
independent.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
they just
if
don't
he
want to
gonna
spend
be
their
with me,
own
he gonna have to
money.
pay all my bills. If he gonna be with me, he got to pay all my bills. He got to pay for my nails, pay for my hair. Then you're not independent, baby.
So
Stop
I
with
saw
that
these.
lie.
That's so annoying.
And it is annoying. I find it comical because you have younger age women like 19 up to 26, let's say early 30s. The women now in that time frame are making their own money. They have their own bag. They're grossing about $100,000 a year
Hmm.
on different types of outlets, whether it be Instagram, OnlyFans, modeling, or they're entrepreneurs themselves. They're getting their own money,
Hmm.
but yet
Right.
they're looking for
Sponsor.
a
Sponsor. That's a good
sugar
one.
daddy.
Sponsor.
Let's just call it what it is: a sugar daddy that can take care of everything, and they can still do what they want to do.
Hmm.
That, that's not how it works. The thing is based off of what you get, what you not what you get, what you deserve, but you get what you put out, right? If you want to be
Get what
out in the
you give.
clubs, yeah, you want to be out in the clubs doing your thing. More power to you. No one's saying that you shouldn't do that, but the thing is be conscious of this is an expiring wheel. The wheel doesn't stop, and you will be forced off. You can't stay on this training wheel forever. Every day somebody else is turning 19, and young women nowadays don't seem to get that or understand that. It's like you're not going to stay young forever, so get your bag, save it up, because if you want to retire early, you don't want to depend on a man. Start stacking your bread now, getting it into investments. And this video that I saw, or seen, I started compiling a lot of data with younger women that are in a dating place. They think that their looks will just last forever because of
Oh,
because
sorry.
of plastic surgery, uh, the Kim Kardashian effect. That's what I call it, the Kim Kardashian effect that goes on. And
Mhm.
there's nothing wrong with it. If you got the cash to upkeep your appearance and do all that, that's cool. None of
Plastic
that.
surgery is the devil. I know half these heifers done seen botched. And I know
Yeah,
they done seen Vivica A. Fox go from looking good without it to getting jacked up to getting it fixed and still don't look the same. Like,
I
why?
want them to look at. I was like, so the
She was beautiful
that
without it.
one person that outdates all of them is Madonna. If you guys have recently
I
Oh,
seen
haven't
how
seen
she.
her.
Oh,
oh
I'm
my,
scared. I don't want to see her. What she was like?
it's horrible. Oh, let me
it's
bring it
not
up.
good. It ain't
It's
look.
not.
I'm. You gonna bring
I
it
didn't
up?
even realize. Yeah, I'm looking it up. But
It's
yeah,
it's it's just not.
Madonna. She
Madonna, look, she. I don't know. It's hard. It's almost hard to imagine what she used to look like because it just ain't good.
she
Oh
don't even know
boy,
about herself.
What does Cher look like? When do y'all bring up Madonna? When do y'all bring up Cher?
All right,
I
I
bring up
got.
shit.
Hey, you want to allow the sharing?
Oh yeah, my bad. I got you.
All right. Actually, I got a
Here you go.
slideshow.
You got a slideshow.
And there's
Dang, how you
changing.
spell share?
All right. What the hell? All right. Yes, this is perfect.
How you spell share?
I can't see. CHER. The hell?
Okay, I said S. That's what it was. I knew it was something. I feel stupid now.
You're so young.
Can y'all see
Share
it?
still looks
That's
the
her?
same.
No,
She
that's
don't
Madonna.
have-
Y'all can see it, right?
That's
Uh-huh.
yeah. Let's see it.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's Madonna. So this is what she looks like.
That's
Okay, yeah.
Madonna.
I remember that. Mm-hmm. It's like 80s.
Everybody,
Who that?
everybody remembers Madonna at this time
They
frame.
look like
Yeah,
a
her
Vita.
eyebrows left up. I don't know what happened to her eyebrow.
That's a cute picture.
This is where she started
Oh,
to
that's
go
a Vita.
down.
Start going
Right
down the
here.
rabbit hole. Oh Lord.
That's not bad. That's
Again,
Not the worst.
she not too bad. You can obviously see she has some chin work done.
Yeah, a little bit. It's
Yeah.
okay.
that's a
Has some
good
chin
picture.
work done. It's still good.
Oh,
All right.
But now she's
Starting to get to her.
who the hell is that?
That's Madonna. And that's 2013. And here we go. What she currently looks like.
Oh Jesus. That's 2020.
She's 62 at that point, and this is.
That look more like her. That looks horrible.
This is her right now. She did a TikTok video.
She shouldn't have did no TikTok.
Oh my God!
I don't know what happened to the cheeks. They went round.
Yeah.
It's just they left her. They didn't.
So
not agreeing.
thing is she kept getting work done, getting fillers done. You know, just trying to stay young. It's like just
accept it.
Just let
Just
your
accept
body
your mood.
process.
You know who what white woman I like that had just accepted her age, her aging process.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I don't give a damn. Like she knows she old, but she ain't changing nothing. She whooped Jason ass, old, wrinkly, and still look good.
Those are two different spectrums. Like Madonna was a sex symbol.
Yeah, but was a sex symbol. What you doing?
When you can get on stage and tongue down Drake, yes, you're still delusional and you think that you're a sex symbol.
Drake,
because Drake was like,
oh, that's like kissing.
He was traumatized.
Oh, it's like kissing your grandma.
Wait, I miss my grandma. She gone.
Oh man, and that's exactly what Drake. And I'm about to.
He tried to keep that same.
And that was the. And I bet Drake tasted all of.
Okay, I gotta go. I got a phone call. Yep.
Yep.
I got a phone call. No, talk it out.
I was about to go off.
Yeah, that's oh God. Poor. Anyway, back to the strong independent black woman.
What is it?
Yeah, I want to figure out the difference between, because every time you say independent, but then say you want a man to pay for everything, you no longer, you become dependent, which is the opposite of the strong independent part. That's the main part, independent part. And see, what we look for, especially me, strong, whatever. Independent is mandatory. It's mandatory for me.
Now let's break that down even further. Like, what do you mean by independent? Because independent can mean many different things, but in the overall spectrum, what do you really mean independent? Break it down
For me, I see independence as you being able to pay for your own stuff. Like, I want a woman that wants me but doesn't need me. He'll say it. She got her own thing.
Right.
That's why I love her. Miss Independent. Yeah. That is, I feel like that's mandatory because I don't want, the last thing I want is for us to get together and then something happened to me and now you like, oh no, what do I do? You know, that'll be, yeah, no, I can't have that. Me, yeah, no, that's the worst feeling. And I, first of all, like if for some reason we didn't work out or whatever, my goal in a relationship is that you leave better than you came in. You know what I mean? That's now there may be some emotional trauma there. Hey, it is what it is. Come with the territory. But
take the good with the bad.
get to good with the bad. You know what I mean? Like, but at least you will be some type of a better person. There'll be a better job, better something. My job in a relationship is to improve you, to elevate you, to help you elevate. I ain't gonna do it for you, but to help you elevate yourself, right? And if I can do that, I've accomplished my mission. But you got to be independent first. You can't be dependent and then come into a relationship. Like, ain't gonna work.
It's very hard to break that dependent cycle if you don't have it already. So if you have a woman that's dependent on everything for you, it's like I got it's hard to say. It's like I got to take care of your needs. I got to take care of the kids' needs also, and make sure you're not messing up on them, and then do my part as well. Like, that's just too much. It's just way too much. Now, in most relationships, in all relationships, is give and take. You feel like you're doing way more than you should, and that goes for both sides. Understand that we, male and female, are not the same. We have different roles. We don't have the same roles. It's not going to be fair on both sides. Yes, we
I
both
saw this.
We go to work. The thing that may be unfair is that I may work longer hours and I'm getting paid more. And in the retrospect of thinking of that and seeing that, you're like, that's not fair. We have the same job. Why am I getting paid the most? Because I have to come home and take care of the kids and do all types of stuff. But you take a pay cut because you're not pulling the hours. On top of that, my job is a little bit more dangerous and it's longer hours. So of course I'm going to get paid more.
What's interesting in any type of relationship dynamic, especially when kids are involved, is that you find yourself, first of all, like going back to your point of taking care of everything. Like, my sole responsibility after I've put kids on this earth, after I've manufactured people, they are my sole responsibility. You are secondary.
Yeah.
So you
they can't take care of
themselves. As my spouse, you are secondary because you are able-bodied. You are capable of taking care of your own. They cannot. If I don't feed them, they don't eat. So that's my number one priority. But to add you to them, you're no longer a partner. You're another child. You're another dependent.
Now, one thing I can say for the woman in general, um, they may not play the part or look the part initially, but put them to their own by themselves without anything, they will find a way. They are
Mm,
very, very resourceful at making
mhm.
sure if there's children to take care of, just like a lion pride. The female lioness is the primary hunter in that world, and black women are very resilient when it comes to being on their own and then finding a way to make it work.
Mhm.
A plus plus. No other community uh, out there, and if someone's listening to this and
I
can
agree if
prove
you
me
want.
wrong, argue with me if you want, but um, the black woman is probably the strongest woman in the world,
Yeah.
and the
I
most.
would agree with that statement.
So again, it's in you. The thing is we could definitely, just with that in itself, like knowing that a black woman is the strongest in the world, couple it with a man who is just
The
as
most
strong
feared.
and the most feared, and you put them together in a household, and and you build a community.
It's total
It's
domination.
that's world domination right there.
Hmm.
And you
Yeah.
wonder why. And you wonder, this is the reason why we can never have shit, because we are a force to be
Allie.
reckoned with. Damn. Ah,
I agree though. I 100% agree. Like the fact that, and you see it in daily life, the fact that the black household is, it's blatantly ripped apart from every aspect of media, of everything that we consume. It's
yes.
always the story of the single black mother, you know, the it's never a story of this black family,
Yeah.
right? It's never that. It's always this single mom or this single dad, or it's never a togetherness. I broke up there. No, there's never a
Yeah.
togetherness, and so for that to be outlet out there, including radio, TV, whatever,
Yeah.
cinema, whatever, it lets you know that that's the threat. That is not a threat, but the threat.
The main threat.
It
And
is.
what's
It is. Go ahead.
we can get into um if this is a conspiracy theory or if it's actually true to life, because people are starting to show their true colors right now, especially in the media. There
Mm.
was a broadcaster um, who was just recently let go from MSNBC, or MS, is it MSNBC?
Mhm.
Um, and she was like the black voice for daytime news. Tiffany Cross, that's her name. Tiffany Cross was just let go for no reason.
Mhm.
MSNBC, majority of the people that watch it are black. Did you know that? And they just got rid of one of
I
their
did not know that.
last. They just got rid of one of their last black voices. And again, like MSNBC is hugely um, democratically focused, um,
Hmm.
versus Fox News, which is Republican centered news. Um, Again, you got a huge base, of black people who vote Democrat, watch MSNBC, want to see their face and hear the news from another black person, and then you get rid of them.
Representation
What does that
matters.
say? Like, okay, maybe they're not. Maybe we're okay. If I was the person watching this and like my voice is being disenfranchised, or my thoughts and opinions aren't even being recognized, why would I even stay with the party, or why would I even stay with uh, the news outlet? I'm just going to go
Right.
somewhere else where I can resonate, where my thoughts and views are reciprocated just as well as my viewing
Right.
time. This is what happened with CNN. This is why CNN started losing their ratings and people stopped watching them. They tried to launch a platform, a digital platform or a digital app, um, and have people pay for it. Have people pay for it for the
Well,
news, and
they did
it
that.
it bombed. It released in one day and it shut down the very next. You really think that you know people and you can just like hold something in front of them, and people are just going to pay for it? Again, black people are your base. They are not cheap.
Mhm.
Or I mean, most black people are cheap. They do not spend their
We
money
spend money
on.
on what we want to spend money on,
We spend our money on stuff that we want to spend our money on, and then
and
the sooner
news
that
ain't one of it.
we realize that we own the dollar and we are the most people that spend the most money in the US, and understand that the US economy stays afloat because of us.
If we could focus our money on a certain area rather
Mhm.
than every other area, if we could get, I won't even say all black people, I would say half. If
Yeah,
we can get 50% of the black population to focus their dollar on specific organizations and specific to so specific to where it fits
organization.
all of your daily needs.
This is
So
this is where it needs to start. And correct me if I'm wrong. Forget organizations. Forget your own media. That's you're going down the wrong path. First and foremost, the thing
mm,
is financial institution. That should be
yes.
the number one. Forget 50% of the black population all into one. Take their money out of their banks and put it into a kind of
Black bank.
Federal Reserve financial institution that helps black people in low income areas, or that just helps you get your loans, your banking. All your banking is settled in one black bank. Then you can start the ball rolling on everything else, getting loans to start your own businesses, start your own media group, start your own whatever. But it all comes and funnels through all of that. On top of that, the banks can lend and loan money out for schools, private schools.
Mhm.
It's we have to have something. The writing is on the wall and the blueprint is already there. The Jewish community has been doing it
They
for
did
years.
it. Mhm.
They
They've done
have it.
it.
They've done it. So the blueprint is there. The only thing is unity. We need unity. We don't even need 100% unity. If we can get 50%.
So what I want to see, what this is what I want to see, because I think the problem with black people going to a black bank is, one, black people don't trust black people for some reason.
Yes.
Number one. Number two, am I frozen again?
No, no,
Yep,
no.
I froze.
You froze
Okay.
just a little.
Um, but number two, what will incentivize black people to go to a black bank other than it being a black owned bank? Because we have those.
So,
How do
so
you incentivize? Like, so what? Go ahead.
yeah, no, 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 no. You keep going.
So, because what I think a lot of people what I think will definitely help. Um, First of all, it needs to be someone of a significant notoriety, right? Number one, and significant amount of money, right, to back it. But two, one thing that the Black community is starting to realize is credit is king, right?
Yeah.
So if we can figure out a way to not only help Black people improve their credit, but give them an interest rate that is reasonable with the credit that they have now,
Mm-hmm.
I truly, truly think there would be an influx of Black people moving their dollar to Black banks. Now, problem is, how do you keep that Black dollar in the Black bank? Because what needs to happen is it needs to circulate throughout that same community. If we take that Black dollar and use it outside of the community, it loses its value to us.
Right.
Right. So
but you have to start somewhere in the financial.
Right. No, you have to. So if you're going to utilize the Black dollar out elsewhere, okay, fine for now.
Mm-hmm.
But just know in the future, in order to keep this thing moving like a well-oiled machine, we need to keep it in house. And
so
go ahead.
This is I'm glad you brought this up, because now the wheels are starting to turn. This is how it's going to happen. Everybody knows that the new currency is no longer going to be the dollar, and that we're going to cryptocurrency. That is the future. And it would be wise for us to jump onto that. Now, this would be a perfect opportunity for the money to be kept inside of the Black community. Let's just call it the Black dollar.
That's what I said. Black dollar. That's literally the crypto, the Black dollar. That's it. But
the Black dollar. And it can only be spent at places that accept the Black dollar. Every time
only places that accept the Black dollar are Black institutions.
Are Black institutions. Now, there could be some other places that accept it, but everybody, and this is what happens every time you do a transaction, there's a percentage of that transaction that gets sent back to the bank that you got it from.
Okay, kind of like Cash App.
And it can be traced. It can't be forged, because cryptocurrency can't be forged, and it's traceable.
Right. So okay, so let's see. Let's go down this rabbit hole. Create the Black dollar. Create a system that almost like a tax that goes back to the Black dollar bank. Right?
Exactly.
So then whoever utilizes the Black dollar in their institution they'll get paid for their services, and a small portion will come back to the Black institution. Now, here's the thing. How do you keep, hold on, wait a minute.
This is how you keep the money circulating in the Black community, because
because
it gives you an incentive.
Transfer outside of Black dollar.
So you technically could, but
here's the thing though. Have to be a part of the Black dollar bank.
Yes, you have to be in order to even.
I think I heard you.
You just called back up. So in order for you to even get this altcoin or this event coin, you'd have to have a Black dollar a business account or banking account.
bank account.
Yes.
Accept the black dollar. You have to be a part of the black dollar bank.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. To accept
I love it.
Yeah.
That's a game changer.
That is a whole game.
It's a game changer.
And again, like there's nothing illegal with that either, because you're just converting actual assets into a different currency.
So okay, incentive.
Let's
say we are owners of the black dollar bank, right? Let's say, right? And or incentive, give people a portion of ownership of the black dollar bank.
There it is. They get a shareholder's percentage based off of how much money that they got in it.
Yeah.
And on top of that,
that's their interest rate.
Exactly. Boom. And that's their interest rate. It goes right into their own interest rate. They control their own interest rate.
That's good.
Bro.
That is good.
So that's what I'm doing when I get my $13 billion from the lottery or something. That's what I'm doing.
That is good.
Kanye, if you're out there listening, I got an idea, bro. Hit me up.
Hey, it's been said here first, so patented. Okay. Well, on that note,
so many people have tried to do it. Rush, the Rush card is still out there, still running, but like only elites can get it.
And to be honest, the Rush card doesn't give you the same power.
And this is
because it's still the dollar.
This is the reason why Black people don't trust Black businesses, because like we're always trying to come up on each other. There's no incentives to really go into Black business, but there are some. There's some great Black businesses out there that have great customer service and that are great, like Slutty Vegan. I hear Slutty Vegan all over the place. I didn't even know anything about it until you mentioned it like a year ago, and I was like, I'm not a vegan at all, but it's a successful business because freaking her name was dropped on what's the comedian's name that's there in Atlanta right now?
Tiffany Haddish?
No. The South African dude, comedian. He's on Comedy Central.
What I want to say, Rennie, not Rennie. I know you're talking about. I think I know.
I watch him every day. I can't remember his name. But yeah, light skinned dude, South African. He does the great Trump impressions and all that stuff. But yeah, he did a live show and he name dropped Slutty Vegan in the show, and I was like, man,
she was just on BET doing a cipher.
Really?
Because remember, BET Awards was in Atlanta.
Oh,
yeah. And she just did a cipher on BET Awards.
And again, I remember us having this conversation when I first started this podcast, and I was like, "What do y'all think the next Black Street should, or not Black Street, the next Black Wall Street should be?" And unanimously, I said it's going to be Atlanta. If it's not, it's because of some political shit that's going on. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. Yeah, that was a tally. Think about this though. The fact that you look at, right, you watch a football game, right?
Yeah.
If you look in the stadium, Tony Baker. Brandon said Tony Baker been hyping up Slutty Vegan.
That's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, Tony Baker does hype up.
But he has been. You look at every other stadium, right? If you look in the crowd, it's a nice little mixture, right? Mostly Caucasian race, but it's a nice mixture.
Yeah.
When you look in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, it is nothing but black people. It is nothing but black people. And
I
that
can't wait
is incredible.
Uh-huh.
You said what now?
I can't wait to see this when I go there. So, this will be
Yeah.
first time actually going to an NFL full season game. Like I've never been to an NFL game like during the regular season. I've always gone to preseason games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I've never been to a real season.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
It gets the energy is crazy.
Yeah.
It's way better than watching it on
got great seats. You got great seats.
And then on top of that, Atlanta always leave you with a nail biter. Like it's always come down to the last second.
Trevor Noah.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
But the Falcons, we take it down to the last second, always. So it's gonna be an exciting game.
Right.
It's gonna be an exciting game.
I hope it's exciting. I hope it's not a blowout.
It ain't gonna be a blowout. It's not gonna be a blowout.
Again, like it's definitely gonna be a game because Justin Fields, he's probably gonna want to show his ass out. Dang, man.
You just got out, David. I understand. That's a full house, ain't it?
Yeah, that's a full house, and I'm starting another one right now.
Jeez. Gotta get it together, brother.
Get ready. Hey.
Well, before you say anything else, we can go ahead and get up out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show, man. This is Perfectly Balanced Podcast. Just Balanced Brown people having good conversations over here. I'm your host, Big Rob. Who else got in the building?
It's me, KG, aka Dr. Graves, no PhD. You know who we are. We came and we dropped straight bars. Again, happy birthday to the United States Marine Corps tomorrow. 247 years. Sun Tavern represent.
Yeah, little brothers.
Little brothers.
But ladies and gentlemen, y'all know we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you're in next Friday for our Battle of the Sexes episode. We're going live and we want all of you there. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see y'all next time. Same time, same place.